Hi sir, good day. We are the Group 2 reporters and our topic is all about scientific management. Members, Arañas J.R. Larayos, Bagtasos MyLene, Bardon MoLLu Jean, Baritos Stefanie, and Betache Jodeth. Scientific management, also called Taylorism, is a theory of management that analyzes and systematizes workflows, seeks to improve an organization's efficiency by systematically improving the efficiency of task completion. So, meaning one of the greatest contribution of scientific management in today's organization is increasing productivity, and it focuses on the activities performed by the workers in an organization. And the importance of this was the scientific management makes the workers of employees efficient. And scientific management theory was one of the earliest attempts to apply science to the engineering of process to management. Taylorism means lead to productivity increases, meaning fewer workers or working hours were needed to produce the same amount of goods. Frederick Winslow Taylor, 1856 to 1915. He is the father of scientific management theory, time study, and the standard times. So it means that one of the earliest of these theorists was Frederick Winslow Taylor. He is the one who started the scientific management movement, and that's the time study theory and the standard times theory. And he and his associates were the first people to study the work process scientifically. Time study. Time study is a direct and continuous observation of a task, using a timekeeping device to record the time taken to accomplish a task. So it means that the time study is a major part of scientific management, and time study is a structured process of directly observing and measuring human work using a timing device to establish the time required for completion of the work by a qualified worker when working at a defined level of performance.
Standard times. It is the amount of time that should be allowed for an average worker to process one work unit using the standard method and working at a normal phase. The standard time is the product of three factors: observed time, the time measured to complete the task; performance rating factor, the phase the person is working at; 90 is working slower than normal; 110% is working faster than normal; 100% is normal. There are four principles of scientific management. First, the development of a true science. Develop of science for each element of a man's work, which replaces the old rule of thumb method. Second, the scientific selection of the workman. Scientifically select and then train, teach, and develop the workman, whereas in the past he chose his own work and trained himself to as best he could. Third, the scientific education and development of the workman. Heartily cooperate with the man is so as to ensure all the work being done is in accordance with the principles of the science that has been developed. Fourth, intimate and friendly cooperation between the management and the men. There is an almost equal division of the work and the responsibility between the management and the workmen. The management take over all the work for which they are better fitted than the workmen, while in the past almost of all the work and greater part of the responsibility were thrown up to the men.
Frank Bunker Gelbrecht Sr. and Lillian Moller Gelbrecht
Both he and his wife were industrial engineers and efficiency experts who contributed to the study of industrial engineering in fields such as motion study and human factors. Frank Bankar Gilbreth Sr. and Lillian MoLLu Gilbreth. These three are their studies: motion study, time and motion study, and their time and motion study. It is a business efficiency technique combining the time study work of Frederick Winslow Taylor with the motion study work of Frank and Lillian Gilbreth. It is a major part of scientific management, systematic observation, analysis, and measurement of the separate steps in the performance of a specific job. Their legs are 18 kinds of elemental motions used in the study of motion economy in the workplace. A workplace task is analyzed by recording each of the third-leg unit for a process, with results used for optimization of manual labor by eliminating unneeded movements. It is a reversal of the name Gilbreth with the th transposed. Motion study is a business efficiency technique. It is the part of method study and is one of the oldest branches of work study. Every work consists of some motion. These motions are productivity used in workplace to organize a better method of performing job.
Time and motion study, meaning is a business efficiency technique combining first time study by Taylor, second motion study by Gilbreth. Next, Thurbligs, meaning it is a reversal of the name Gilbreth with the th transposed. Thurbligs are 17 kinds of elemental motions used in the study of motion economy in the workplace.
By the way, I'm Godofredo Arañas Jr. My topic is all about the First Lady of Management by Lillian MoLLu Gilbreth. Lillian Emeline MoLLu Gilbreth was an American physiology industrial engineer, consultant, and educator who was an early pioneer in applying physiological to time and motion study. She was described in the 1980s as a genius in the art of living. Lillian MoLLu Gilbreth, born on May 24, 1878, in the Oakland, California, United States, died in January 2, 1972, in the Phoenix, Arizona, United States. Next, scientists of physiological and scientific management. The Physiological of the Management 2014 was the basics of Lillian's work in scientific management to industrial physiology. Lillian's MoLLu Gilbreth is a domestic management and home economics. Gilbreth became a pioneer in what is now known as industrial and organizational physiology. She helped industrial engineers recognize the importance of the physiological dimension of work. In addition, she became the first American engineer ever to create a synthesis of physiological and scientific management. And the last is fatigue study by Lillian MoLLu Gilbreth. Fatigue study, the elimination of humanities, critics, and necessary waste. A first step in the motion study, this work has been selected by scholars as being culturally important and is part of knowledge based on civilization as well know it. This work was reproduced from the original artifact and reminds us true to the original work as possible. Fatigue study helps in reducing fatigue among the workers. Fatigue is generally caused by long worker hours without rest, pause, repetitive operation, excessive specialization, and poor worker condition. The purpose of fatigue study is to mean the operational efficient of the worker. And that's all. Thank you.
Psychology in scientific management definition helps improve the functionality and efficiency of work and the reduction of fatigues of the workers, giving much better result in working environment. So it means that psychology in scientific management can improve economic efficiency, especially labor productivity, because this theory analyzes and synthesizes workflows. Fatigue study. A study how to eliminate fatigues in the working environment, the forerunner of ergonomics or the study of people's efficiency in their working environment. So it means fatigue study is the study to understand how fatigue affects productivity because reducing fatigue at workplace has been the key aim of every organization as it affects productivity adversely.